quest creation. Let's get into it. So if you have OP privileges, which I believe I gave you, open up your chat box here, do /NPC create. And then next we want to give it a name. So I'm going to call this one Ol Miner, going with the Ol theme here. Next we want to give him a type. So we're going to go down here to type, and we're going to do villager. And I hope this works. Here we go. We created Ol Miner. But he's a little boring, right? So we want to give him some skin. So here you want to go to NPC Select. Okay, so I've already got him selected. I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit. Then we'll go to NPC. Let's see, we want to do Profession. And let's give him, what would it be? We want maybe a blacksmith? Okay, he's not a valid profession. Okay, so you can see here, this is helpful. What do we want? We want maybe a weaponsmith. Let's do that. Or a toolsmith. Let's do toolsmith. So we'll go back to NPC, Profession, toolsmith. Okay, great. Now he's a toolsmith. And you can do profession, I think, just with villagers, but maybe with other NPCs too. So let's get into the quest. So again, if you have OP privileges, you'll go to quests, quest editor. Okay. Oops, sorry, you're going to be quests editor. Okay, and it says I'm already using an editor, and it should be up here, quest editor. So let's exit it so I can bring that up. So okay, so again, quests editor. Okay, so now we're in the quest. We want to create a new quest. So we're going to press 1. Okay, so enter quest name. I'm going to call this one Finding Iron. Okay, it's an easy name. And again, I'm pressing T here for chat, as you can see here, and that'll keep bringing up these. So number 1 says set name. We have our name, Finding Iron. Number 2 is going to be the message the NPC gives us. So let's do something like, I've been mining these mountains for years, but am too old now. Bring me some iron, and I'll make it worth your while. Okay, something like that. Okay, so you can see I press T again. Set ask message has been finished. Number 3 is going to be set finish message. So when we finish it, you did it. Here, I crafted the iron into something special. Something special. Use it wisely. Okay. So again, I'm going to increase my brightness here. So we've got our name, Finding Iron. We've got our ask message, and we've got our finish message. So now we're going to keep going down. Number 4 is going to be NPC Start, which tells the quest editor which NPC we want to have this quest on. So this one is asking you to enter NPC ID. All NPCs have an ID. If you click on this guy, it says Ol Miner ID 1. So we'll go into our editor. And by the way, you can bring up a list. I want to say NPC list. We'll give you a list of all our NPCs. So we have Ol Fisherman, ID 0, Ol Miner, ID 1. I wonder who the next one will be, Ol something. So let's go back to set NPC start. So we'll do 4. Enter NPC ID. As we said, he is 1, so we'll type in 1. Okay, so now on number 4, you see it says Ol Miner. Now we're going to keep it simple. We don't need 5. Block start, that'll tell you, I'm not quite sure what that is. Region start, I believe that takes into account biomes. So you could do something like find an NPC in a swamps biome, and you would have to go explore. GUI item display, not necessary, I think, but something we can do. Requirements, I'll just open that up so you can get a look at it. This one is pretty cool, actually. This one is sort of, if we start getting into tiered quests, so you can see there, money requirement, that's an economy plugin we don't have. Quest points is pretty cool. when you finish a quest, you can get something called a quest point, and this will be really good for um, if you want to have a really harder quest. You should have. Here comes the music. Let me finish my thought. If you have a more difficult quest, you would want to complete more quests before by setting those quest points to like around 10. We're not going to do that. Okay, hold on. Turn down the music, as beautiful as it is. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. So let's go back because we're not going to do requirements, but you can see you can set quest point requirements, item requirements. Have you finished another quest? Set quest requirements, like have you done fishing trials and so on. So we can get pretty complicated here, but we're not going to do that. What is important, what we're going to do though, is 10. We're going to go to stages. So we're going to go to add a new stage, number 1. And here we want to navigate to number 3, which will be NPCs. The reason we're not doing blocks or items is I don't want it to be too confusing here. But again, you can see there are lots of options here. You can have stage 1 could be find birch biome. And once you get to birch biome, you can do something else. But we're just going to go to NPCs. And we want to go to deliver items. Okay. So now we're going to do add item, which is number 1. And you can press 1. And we're going to load item in hand. So I have 15 iron here. So we're going to press T again, load item in hand, which is 0. Oops, did that? Yeah, okay. Now you can see raw iron times 15. Very cool. And you can do a lot here. You can set enchantments, like should I get an enchanted bow or should I get a enchanted hoe? There's a lot. I'm not quite sure what lore is. Let's just look at that real quick. Enter item lore. Okay, see, I don't know what that is, so we're just going to do cancel. Okay, so we have 15 raw iron. We're going to press 9 because we're done. Okay, so now we see add item, raw iron 15. Next, we're going to do set NPC ID. This is who we want to give the iron to. So this is pretty cool too. We could do NPC to NPC. So we could go to the fisherman and he could say, deliver these cod to the old miner. He owes me gold. And you could deliver, this item here. But we're just going to do one NPC, one quest. So again, we click our NPC. He's ID 1. So we go to set NPC ID. That'll be 1. Okay, so now we see raw iron 15, NPC ID 1, and delivery message. This is what he will say to us as we're delivering. So, for example, yes, that's, let's see, what will he say? That's it, just a few more. Okay, something like this. So as I give him 1 iron, he'll say, that's it, just a few more, 2, 3, 4. If I give him all 15 at once, we won't see this, but we'll test it out. Okay, and that's it. We're done. Talk to NPCs. No. Kill NPCs. Wow. So we could even set up like, a blaze, or we could create an Enderman or something like this, and the NPC would ask you to slay a beast or something. I mean, the quest engine is really, really awesome. We can do a lot of things. We'll do done. Okay, so now that we're in our stages, I think we're done. I don't think we need to do anything else here. Let's go to, actually, I think we might need to go to 9. Let's see what 9 is. Actions. Oh, okay, this is good. So as the old fisherman gave us a rod, this guy is going to give us a pick. So we're going to do give pick. I don't know if that'll work. Let's see if that works. Start action. Give maybe pickaxe. No, it doesn't seem to like these. Give pickaxe not a valid action name. Maybe we could do give pickaxe. Is that? Give pickaxe is not a valid action name. Okay, interesting. So I'm not sure here. Let's just go ahead and do cancel. Start action. Let's try one more time. Enter an action name. Okay. Let's go back, cancel. Let's do maybe command action. Maybe we can do there. Enter an action name. Okay, I'm not sure here, and I don't want to get too complicated, so you'll have to bring your own pick. This guy's not going to give you a pick, but in theory, he could give you one. I just don't know how to do that now. So we'll go ahead and do done. Okay, yeah, because we don't know how to do that. Okay, so we are in our stages. We are done here, so we're going to do 17. And now we're going to press 3 because we're done. And you can see here, number 2, it says add new stage. So once you deliver 15 iron, you could then have to deliver 15 gold, and then deliver 15 diamonds, and so on and so on. We can get really complicated here, but we're going to keep it simple. We're going to go to 3, done. Now we're going to do our last stage here, edit rewards. So, right, we want to get something good out of this. So I'm going to do to number 2, set quest point awards. Remember we talked about quest points earlier. I'm going to say we're going to get 2 quest points for this, which I think is worth it, because we're giving them 15 iron. That's quite a lot. Okay, so we'll do 2 quest points. Okay, so now you can see number 2 is set to 2 quest points. Set item rewards. Now, let me exit here real quick. Oh gosh. Oh no, the village. Okay. Okay, hopefully they're fine. We want a really awesome item here. So let me get a, let's see, an inbuilt. This is the beauty of creative mode. Book. We're going to get, I don't know, what do we want? Silk touch. Yeah, cool. Okay, and then we will also get a iron pickaxe with silk touch. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but we're giving him iron, so he's going to give us that. So let's do this real quick. Oh, I need lapis lazuli as well. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Okay. Okay, there's our silk touch. Iron pickaxe. Beautiful. Okay, now we have a reward that we can give. So let's blow that up. Okay, let's open up our quest editor again by pressing T. We are going to have quest points, item rewards. We're going to press 3. Number 1, add item. This is just like the delivery function. Load item in hand, 0. Okay, now you can see create item, iron pickaxe, silk touch, which I know iron pickaxe with silk touch isn't the best reward, but this is simply an example. Okay, we're going to do 9 because we're done. Okay, now you can see item rewards, iron pickaxe with silk touch. We're done. Now we can do experience reward 2, which is pretty cool, which means we get a little XP. Let's say, I don't know, 40 XP. And I'm not quite sure what 40 correlates to. I guess we'll see how much my XP goes up here. Okay, good. And I think we're done here. I think that should be everything. So now we go down to the bottom, which is 13, which is save. It'll say finish and save. We'll say yes. And then it says quest saves. We need to do this last function, which is quest admin reload. So we'll do quest admin reload. Okay, 6 quests reloaded, 6 quests loaded. So let me get into survival mode here. Okay, so now I'm in survival mode. You can see I have the 15 iron needed, and just to prove a point, I will split these up a little bit. Okay, so I'm walking around. Oh, interesting. There is. Oh wow, what is? Oh, a ladder. Oh, who's this guy? What could be down there? Let's talk to him. See what he has to say. I've been mining these mountains for years, but I'm too old now. Bring me some iron, and I'll make it worth your while. Accept quests. We will say yes. Objectives: deliver raw iron to the old miner. So I go down there. I mine around, I climb down these very well-crafted ladders. See, there's already some iron there for us, but after a hard day's work, I come out with my iron. That's it, just a few more. See, I gave him 2, and then we'll go here. Okay, quest complete. Beautiful. You did it. Here, I crafted the iron with something special. Use it wisely. And that's it. And that is our iron pickaxe quest. And if you'll click here, it says no more quests available. Now, I just thought of something. One more thing we need to do here is let's go into quests. Oops, caps lock. We'll go into quests. It's still caps lock, sorry. Quests editor. Okay, we're going to go to edit a quest now because we want to change something here because I forgot to add. Edit quest, which one? We want finding iron. Okay, right, because that's our quest name. And we want to go to, where would it be? We want to go to edit options, I think, number 12. No, that's not it. What is it? We want to set down a cooldown time. Perhaps number 9. Here we go. So number 9 is the planner. And this is really cool because you can do different times. You can do time, dates. But what I'm going to do here is set a player cooldown. So we're going to go to number 4. Enter amount of time in seconds. And this is the amount of time before you can do another quest for this guy. So for the old fisherman, I think it was 1 hour, which would be, what, in seconds? That's, 60 seconds. Okay, that's 600 seconds. Is that right? My math is terrible here. Let's just do 1,000 seconds. Let's see what that is. Okay, so 16 minutes, 40 seconds. You can see my point here. Okay, so we'll do done, and we'll go to 13, which is save, finish and save, yes. Quest saved. Okay, we'll do quest admin reload, and then you can see it's doing something here with a heart. And I have my Silk Touch pickaxe. Nice. Well, of course that's Silk Touch, but let's test it out real quick just to make sure it works. Get it some of this iron, maybe. Okay, where did it go? There it is, yeah. And as you know, in the new update, you get iron blocks, not ore, so the Silk Touch is working. Oh, okay, that's a false. See how perilous this is. This is pretty cool, right? So you really have to work at it. So you can see here, you may not take finding iron again for another 16 minute, 40 seconds, because that's our cooldown time. And that's quests. Lastly, if you ever want to reset your quest ability, like if you did a one-off quest and there's
it's
no
11
cooldown,
o'clock.
Sorry, that's my computer. I believe you can go to quest list. No, let's do quests list. Okay, interesting. And you can see here I have completed fishing trials and finding iron. I think if we go to quests admin, reset Scotland fog, now I can do this quest again because I reset it. So those are OP privileges. So if you guys want OP privileges, you can make your own quests, and I think this would be really fun to share with one another. Okay, that's everything, I think. Adios.